Welcome to my video. So we've made it to the end. This is the final part. I really hope that it's been an awesome journey for you, that you've been enjoying it, learning something. Comment down below. What is one of the words that you didn't know? What is one of the words that you would like to know more about? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all the support. Hope you enjoy the final part. I have used Platinum Business Studies Grade 10 textbook as a resource and have put that in my description below. I therefore do not take any credit for the information that has been put into this video and into these slides. PESTLE. This is a method used to evaluate the effect of different aspects of the macro environment of the business. Okay, important to remember that, the macro environment. That's the one on the outer edge. Okay, the one we have no control of. Right, and it's important to remember that PESTLE stands for political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental. So it's a huge spectrum when doing a PESTLE analysis. Philanthropy. This is a desire to promote the wellness of others. Physical environment. This is the environment in which the products and services are sold. Physical location. This is a place in which something is situated. Piracy. This is the deliberate, illegal copying. Place. The location where the goods and services are sold in relation to the consumer. Planning. The process of deciding how, who, when, and where to use your resources in the most effective way to achieve your goals. Price. The amount for which you sell goods and services. Primary research. This is gathering data firsthand by means of interviews or questionnaires. Primary sector. Industries that extract raw materials. So you get the three business sectors. You've got the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary. So if we're looking at manufacturing wool jersey, like we spoke of, the primary is going to get the actual wool from the sheep. Okay, they're going to shear the sheep. The secondary is going to turn that raw material into a functioning product. So they spin it and they thread it and they make wool. That wool then gets sold in shops. And then people buy those and they knit themselves a gorgeous knitted line. Prioritize. To do the most important task first. Private sector. Businesses owned by private individuals with the aim of making a profit. Privatization. This is a public company sold to private investors to become a private company. Problem solving. This is finding an innovative solution to a particular problem. Process. The way in which the marketing and sales processes are carried out. Procrastinate, my favorite. To delay or put off doing something. Producer cooperative. A group of producers or manufacturers that form a legal entity. Product. The goods and services that you are selling. Productivity is the effective use of resources to achieve maximum output. Profit. Money made after subtracting all the expenses and the costs. Project structure. These are employees that report to a project manager. Promotion, making customers and the target market aware of a product. PTY Ltd. So normally this is referred to for a private company, but the PTY stands for proprietary and the Ltd stands for limited. Public sector, businesses owned by the government with the aim of supporting society. Purchasing requisition, internal request for the product or service. Quality assurance, mechanisms to measure the level of quality against the expected standards. Quality control, systems to control the desired quality is met. So with quality control, there's going to be systems. So that's normally when on a factory line, they do a quality check of the products. So there'll be a sample taken from the Cokes that are made and they will test them. Do they have the correct fizziness? Is the color correct? Are the labelings placed in the correct positioning? Does it taste like it's supposed to? And if it fails one of those tests, I mean, there is a whole bunch more. Those are just a few examples. If they fail one of those tests, they will actually take that off the production line and either improve it or it'll be scrapped. So these controls are put in to ensure that their standards are being met and that the quality is the same, because customers get used to a brand and what it looks like. And once that changes slightly, it's going to make them think something's not right. Is this a defect? And that could tarnish the brand. Quotes. These are written prices attached to the goods and services from a supplier before the purchase. RDP is the Reconstruction of Development Program. Registrar of Companies, government section that processes all registrations of companies, corporations, and so forth. Regulator. It's an organization like a government that uses laws as control mechanisms. Rental contract. An agreement where the tenant uses the property and pays a monthly sum to the landlord. Research. This is a systematic investigation into and studying of materials and sources to establish facts. Secondary research. Gathering data by doing research into finding of businesses and government statistics, magazine and newspaper articles and trade publications. So remember, we had primary and secondary research. So primary is actually going out there, handing out surveys and questionnaires, doing interviews, collecting that data. Secondary research is looking for research that is online, or perhaps going to the library for research. Secondary sector. Industries that use raw materials to manufacture or produce final products. Section 21 company. Similar to the functioning and legal structure of a for-profit company, but it does not distribute shares or profit. Self-confidence. This is a feeling of trust in your abilities, qualities, and judgment. Self-knowledge is understanding yourself or your own motives or character. Short-term insurance. These are insurance of possessions. SMMEs. These are small, medium, and micro enterprises. Social environment. Social factors that affect society, for instance, poverty and unemployment. Social media. This is the facility for networking and communicating online. Social media networking. A group of people communicating, sharing, and discussing on the internet. Socio-economic issues. Problems relating to the interactions of people and finances. Sole proprietor. This is a sole trader or one person who owns, runs, and takes responsibility for a business. Strategy. A plan of action designed to achieve a long-term aim or goal. Strengths. An advantage over another business or competitor. Good or beneficial qualities of or attributes of a person. Suppliers. Businesses providing goods or services in exchange for money. Sustainable. Able to maintain at a certain rate or level. SWOT analysis. We spoke about this one. A tool used for decision making. It analyzes the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats involved in a situation. Synthesis is to combine a number of things into a coherent whole. Tacit. Understood or implied without being stated. Target market. The group or groups of people to whom a business aims to sell their products or services. Tax exemption. The organization is not required to pay tax. Taxation. An amount that the government charges people, property, and businesses. Tertiary sector. Industries that provide services. Threats. Aspects of the market environment that could create problems of the business, the possibility of trouble, danger, or failure. Top management. The level of management responsible for strategic planning and direction. Trademark. A registered protection of a design, name, or slogan. Trade union. An organization of workers formed to protest the rights and advance the common interests of its members in such things as wages, benefits, and working conditions. Traits. These are personal characteristics. Trust. An agreement where assets or funds are administered by a group of trustees for the benefit of another party. Unemployment. The situation of those people who are willing and able to work but don't have a job. So this is very, very different in business. When we refer to unemployment, normally people think that it means anyone who doesn't have a job. No. There's a difference here. So it says people who are willing and able to work. So they are willing, they are able, they are looking for jobs, they are going to companies, but they can't find a job. The people who aren't actively seeking employment don't fall under the unemployment according to business studies. It's very, very, very important to remember that. Unions. Organizations formed to protect the common interests of their members. Unlimited liability. Personal responsibility for all of the business's incurred debts. Venture capital. Amount of money provided to start a business or expand a business. Viable. Capable of working successfully and feasible. Voluntary association. An agreement among a group of people to work together to achieve a non-profit objective. Weakness. A disadvantage when competing with another business. weaknesses, inadequacies, or inabilities of a person. So the weakness is looking at the SWOT analysis, remember? And then when you talk about the weaknesses, those are more referring to as the qualities of a person. Worker cooperative, a group of employees or workers that form a legal entity. Working capital, short-term needs that can vary according to the productivity and output. So example, wages. Thank you for watching my video. Woohoo! We made it! Those are all the parts. I really hope that you found this just as insightful as I did. I hope to see you in my next video. Please don't forget to like my channel and to subscribe. Bye!